Hello. I won't say my name. Most likely you'll never know it. I don't really care if you do. I had wished many times I never owned it. For this name, which I know as mine, was a curse on my life from the first time it was spoken. To tell you a story, I must dive deep into a place that was never mine, where I was told I belonged so many times, I started believing the lie. From the time I was a seedling, beginning to sprout, the shadow was dark, the shadow of doubt. They fought for my life, not wanting it to end, but what came later left me for dead. My pot was in the shade, covering from the sun, for I feared to grow, dreading what I'll become. Hope never left me, but my moon did fly, ran away, hidden with his veil of the clouded sky. He tossed me a peek, lure out a smile, just to hide away again, a game most vile. So I never trusted the moon. The moon was treacherous, but every time he'd shine, flower hoped. How deceptious. And so it remained for many years to come. The flower raised its head, and in the moment it was done. And now you ask, what of the sun? The sun nurtured, cared and nourished, just to burn my leaves when it saw how I flourished. It was not right, it was not her will to see my vines go there, not to her liking. So she used her rays, calmly striking. I could not shine as bright as the sun, and the moon was gone, so what would I become? What was I but a measly little flower, with nothing to do but my soul to devour? The sun, she'd grown other little flowers for me to water whilst being devoured. The moon had gone far, grown flowers of its own, each its own star, another left alone. My vines cut, weak and dark, it was no fun, so I was left with nothing to do but run. And so I ran, cursing my name, the one you won't hear, the one I still blame. I was of a mind that the vines should be cut, roots ripped out, left to dry, but at the time I thought I was too cowardly to try. So I chose a swamp, hideous as bile, and thought it would help my need to expire. But then I remembered that one little flower. Though our moon was hidden, we were not from each other. I ran again to hide and cower, and then, as I was soon to uncover, there was not much left of the meek little flower, but a death trap, continuing to devour. And now, with this newfound power, the flower is learning not to self-devour, looking for a cool breeze and a warm shade to recover. Abominable, perhaps, the death trap flower, carrying the guilt of suns and moons' power, hopes to grow strong and no longer devour.